Not your run-of-the-mill distribution house. Tell you about it. Stick around. Hiya folks, Old Man Grognard here, and I wanted to talk about DVD or movie distribution. I call them distribution houses. I don't know what the official name is. Re-release houses, I don't know, whatever. But these are the people who, there are several different ones out there. They tend to pop up and they offer mostly public domain stuff on DVD and Blu-ray and other formats. You start way back VHS, but one stands out head and shoulders above the rest, especially for me, and that's Mill Creek Entertainment. I've got a lot of Mill Creek Entertainment because they go, it seems like, above and beyond that. Yes, they give you a lot of stuff in the public domain and things like that. That's how they started, but they branched out so much since. And they still got classic stuff. Yes, there are better prints. Yes, these aren't the greatest prints, but sometimes that's the fun of it. Yes, I can watch Night of the Living Dead on my Criterion Collection edition, but I've got one, at least one, in some of these movie sets. And they offer a lot of movies for the buck. We're talking quantity here. Let me, for instance, here's one of their 50 movie sets. Classic horror. If you want to see a lot of horror films for cheap, you can do that here. If you're, just looking for something to kick back and watch. Stuff like The Ape, Beast of Yucca Flats, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the silent version. What else? King of the Zombies, Nosferatu, the silent version, of course, Nightmare Castle, Tormented, The Vampire Bat, and they're all in here, and they're all listed in the back. Now, I'm showing you these. These are, except for like this one and maybe one other one, they are quote-unquote out of print, but you can still find them in places like Amazon, especially eBay. I've got these for a song. These usually run originally for like 20 bucks or something like that. I think I paid $7.99 for 50 movies. And this is what you get in these bricks. What you get are discs and sleeves. Okay by me, because they're very securely on here. I marked, see, I took a silver Sharpie and marked each one, because unless you have real good eyes, and these are all flipper discs too. Some of them are flippers, some of them aren't on these sets. But you also get this book, which is really handy because it gives you the synopsis of each film, a little bit about it, the title, the year it was made, was black and white or color, the stars that are in it, give you a simple synopsis of the plot. In the back, an index, what movies on what disc. Not all of them have these. That's because some of them are like single-sided, double-sided, with just the movies listed on the DVD. No problem like that. Anyway, horror classics. I got a lot of horror stuff. Chilling classics. Also, you're going to find that some of these, like this one and this one, Legends of Horror, there'll be repeats. You will find repeats in a lot of these, but if they can get movies sometimes that you can't find anywhere else, or even on public domain. Here's one. Here's a film noir one called Dark Crimes. 50 film noir. A lot of things in here. The Great Flammarion, Detour, the classic Detour, The Red House, The Scar, The Woman Condemned. And to me, this is like digging for gold. This is like digging for good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I really like this stuff. It's really neat. And wait till I get to the big ones, too. Okay, well, we've got the film noir, we've got the horror. Actually, one more thing on the horror. Dig this. Tales of Terror. 200 horror films. This box right here is also out of print, but you can find it a lot of places. I got mine on eBay. This retailed originally for $99.99. I got it on eBay for about 30 bucks. So You got this, and you got, and like I said, these movies aren't the greatest prints in the world, but actually, I'm finding some real gems on here because it's just movies you don't see around, and sometimes that's the only release I get. I know there's better releases of some of them, but if you can find them, watch them. If I just want to pick up something, and I love to dive into these sets and just, oh, that looks like an interesting title. Let's see what it's all about. And it may be a turkey, and it may be a great film. I'm hoping if it's a trash turkey film, I'm hoping it's at least an entertaining turkey film. So there's that. Okay, here's another one. 50 movies, Warriors. This is pretty much sword and sandal, or they call it peplum movies. 50 peplum movies right here. And this, I found this for $7.99 at a store. I've gotten a lot of these. And once again, they're not the greatest prints in the world. Some of them are widescreen, some of them ain't. There's, oh, look at this. 20 movies. Cult classics. If you like stuff like Reefer Madness and things like that, this is the one to get if you can find it. It may be out of print, I'm not sure. Like I said, check around. You got things that you do have Reefer Madness on here, like Mad Youth, She Should Have Said No, 10 Nights in a Barroom, Child Bride, the one bad movie that Mystery Science Theater refused to do because it was so disgusting. I mean, tame disgusting, but I mean, you know, it's all about child brides, which is like real no-no right now. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, this is the edited version. So, and I say fortunately, I don't like edited versions, but I'm saying fortunately because I've heard worse. Okay, sci-fi. The two big sets you want are Sci-Fi Classics and Sci-Fi Invasion. Both are 50 movie sets, and they have some classic stuff in here. Yes, Gamera is in here. Gamera the Invincible. Ega! Giants of Rome, Horrors of Spider Island, The Snow Creature, and a lot of these movies overlap. You're going to get duplicates, you know, but it's worth it for what you get because you find some real gems on here, and these things cost so little that it's worth it. It really is. Okay, let's find. Oh, my favorite, one of my favorites, spaghetti westerns. 44 spaghetti westerns. You can go nuts on this stuff. And some of it is really good. And you get some really good stars in here. The Trinity and Sartana, Dead for $1. Beyond the Law, real good with Lee Van Cleef. Real good. Death Rides a Horse, which inspired Tarantino's Kill Bill. Watch that and compare it. Here's another one. 20 spaghetti westerns. See, and the reason they overlap is some of them that there are movies on here that's not on here, and vice versa. And they all do that. These are fun. These are 12 movie. This is 10,000 Ways to Die and 10,000 More Ways to Die. More spaghetti western stuff. There's also one called A Fistful of Lead, which I don't have because I've got pretty much all the movies on that set on these sets. And what else we got here? Oh, let's get into the Western. I've talked about these in the last episode. Randolph Scott Roundup. They put it out. Good stuff. Now, they also put out things like The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. These are like the Sherlock Holmes of like, I think there's one Basil Rathbone on here. The other ones are for Arthur Wartner in the 30s. And the rest is the entire American 50s Sherlock Holmes series that was in syndication. If you like something like Twilight Zone and stuff, they also do this, the very best of One Step Beyond. This came out about a year before Twilight Zone, and it deals with the same stuff. Good stuff. Selected episodes. Now, trash cinema. Let's not forget that. I just recently got this. Girls, Guns, and G-Strings. The Andy Sedaris collection. If you want something like really bad Miami Vice or Baywatch or something like that, this is the one to get. All 12 of the Andy Sedaris movies, they're fun to watch. They're just cheesy as hell. And my other 200 movie set, the Drive-In Cult Cinema Classics Collection. Drive-In Cult Cinema Collection. Again, 200 movies. You could find it a lot cheaper on like eBay, things like that. So check it out. What else do we have? Oh, cartoons. I got this. This is the way they used to do them. They used to do these cardboard things, and they put the sleeves in there. In the back there were the cartoons. This is 600 cartoon set. Also out of print, but you find it everywhere. eBay, you name it. And there's some really I bought it because there's some really weird and hard to find ones in here. I'm kind of a cartoon snob. Oh, and I bought this a while ago for my grandson, the complete series of Dungeons and Dragons. Since we love role-playing games and D&D here, I got him the entire run of Dungeons and Dragons. And so you've got stuff here that you can't find anywhere else, usually. And if you like to dig, if you like to find those diamonds in the rough, this is the way to do it. So you do this, and you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy watching these. I like to pull them out every once. Like I said, I pull them out every once in a while. And again, here the big sets also. They are also paper sleeves with a book, and they are some are double-sided, some are flippers, some aren't. Now, the reason these have gone out, a lot of these gone out of print because they restructured their 50 movie sets and other movie sets into these. This is the Crime Wave collection. This is film noir. And I'm not too crazy about it. A lot of people don't like it because they're 12 discs and then they're cardboard, one on one side, one on the other. I'm not too nuts about it. I can deal with it more than I can deal with this friggin' box. I hate this box. As I go and grab it, dang it. So they're out there, they're sets, but I really don't like these. Give me the bricks any day. Give me the movie bricks, and I'll take. Give me this. I'll take that over that any day. Also, they've expanded their service. They are getting into TV. They have gotten into TV. You will find TV series on here you can't find anywhere else. And stuff they haven't. Knight Rider, Miami Vice, things like that. They'll put out complete sets, complete series. There's no extras or anything, but you got the whole thing in one package. They did all the Roseanne seasons, that kind of thing. Coach, series you can't find anywhere else. Also, they just started watch.millcreek.com. They did their own streaming service you can buy monthly. You can go on there and stream and watch it. Unbelievable. So it's Mill Creek Entertainment, millcreekent.com. And these things are fantastic. Mill Creek is fantastic. Go get some, watch some. They're great. So that's my recommendation. And until I see you folks next time, bye-bye.